Hello. Welcome to your weekly Pick Your Crystal reading. This is for the week of August 27th through September 2nd. Where did the summer go? It's almost over. My goodness. All right, so let's get started. We have real simple this week green, orange, and we're calling this guy blue. Okay? I think that's Cornelian, I'm not sure, but either way, green, orange, blue. Take a moment and see what resonates. You may be attracted to more than one pile of crystals, and that's okay too. Thank you for very much for being here and for supporting this part of the Soulprint Intuitive Tarot channel. Here we go. I apologize if you can hear the dog in the background. As I speak, there is somebody outside, not very far away from me, that is having a tree taken down. And Atlas the dog seems to be having quite an issue with it. Here we go. All right. The Tower, don't have a heart attack, you're fine. The High Priestess, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. All righty. What's going on here? Sorry, hang on there. There we go. That's a bit better. All right. So, the Tower talks about sort of inevitable endings, right? The Tower is about something that was built on a foundation that is not stable. Sometimes it is no longer stable. Sometimes it was never stable. But in any case, the Tower very often, even though it has this sort of negative connotation, very often it can come as a little bit of a relief because it is sort of like, okay, I can put that to rest now. It's done. It's over. It's time for me to move forward. Whatever that situation is, its time is done, and I'm ready to go forward with my life now. Now, the really nice thing about this Tower moment is it brings you the High Priestess. The High Priestess is, of course, about your own intuition, your own wisdom. It is about knowing your inner self, knowing your truth, knowing your authentic being. The Knight of Pentacles is about a positive outcome that you may have to work for it a little bit, okay? And the Queen of Pentacles is about a woman of worth. She is practical. She is capable. She is very good at using the resources that she has for maximum benefit. So it sort of feels like this reading may have something to do with your finances, but it can also have to do with any other sort of, material possession. It could be property. It could be some other kind of asset. It could be papers. All right. So let's just kind of string this together and see where we're going. So it definitely feels like whatever the Tower represented, you are either right in the middle of it or it is just ended. And that is okay, because if you're in the middle of it, know that there are much better days ahead. If you're at the end of it, you are probably signed a very big sigh of relief. And hopefully you are looking forward to the wisdoms and the understandings that the High Priestess brings you. In some ways, I feel like this has a lot to do with your own understanding of your assets, understanding about the way you view money, the way you view your possessions, and perhaps coming to some truth about where resources were spoiled or spent, um, to no kind of good cause, if you will. So, one of the things that comes to mind here is like somebody who, for example, has been emotionally shopping or comfort shopping. And that brings you to a place where at some point you've got to slow down and realize this is, this is a problem. I need to resolve this. This could be about recognizing that your resources are more limited now because of this tower. Perhaps you have lost a job. Perhaps there has been some sort of a separation or a period of difficulty. Perhaps you are, starting a new business, or you are, kind of picking up the ashes from the past and moving forward. But the insight that this brings you is so important to your path forward. So, don't hesitate to kind of listen to your instinct, listen to that inner voice, because the rest of the cards are really talking about a recovery. They're talking about being able to balance things and put things in order, kind of to recover, ending up in a place where you have this Queen of Pentacles energy, which is, capable and practical, and you can rely and depend on your strength, your wisdom, your understanding to pull you through this situation. And ultimately, there is reward and good news that comes from that. So this feels a little bit like, frankly, a little bit of a difficult time, but it also feels like something that can be recovered from, and that there's progress and clarity, wisdom, and understanding that comes from it. Alrighty, and let's look at the orange crystal. Okay, here we go. Okay, we have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Two of Wands. We have the Ace of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. Sorry about that. Okay, so Two of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Ace of Wands, Ten of Pentacles. So, the twos tend to talk about, particularly when you're talking about Pentacles and Wands, right? The Two of Pentacles is about trying to maintain a balance in more than one area of your life. Sometimes it can be financial. Sometimes it can be your career versus, your home life. Um, but, sometimes it can be a relationship versus friendships. But it is about trying to get things in balance. The Two of Wands is about an initial accomplishment, an initial partnership. It is about kind of the beginning stages of a new path or way forward. The Ace of Wands is about a new adventure in your life, a new way of life, a new way of looking at things. And the Ten of Pentacles is about financial stability, family stability, a sense of happiness. It can be about, money coming to you unexpectedly or expectedly, perhaps an inheritance, something like that. And so what this is basically talking about is, even though right now you very much feel like you're kind of juggling these balls in the air and trying to keep everything kind of afloat, understand that you are starting to step into a period of time in an area where you're going to be able to view sort of new beginnings and new starts. You're going to be able to just take those first steps towards what it is that you want to accomplish. This could very well have something to do with a partnership. It could be a business partnership. It could be a friendship partnership. It could be a romantic partnership. But there's definitely an energy of a new start, a new beginning, so that the time, in the period of time where you have had to struggle and juggle and continually try to sort things out, is moving you from that place into a much sort of a period of time where there is much more clarity. You are able to sort of put momentum or action to your thoughts. You are able to put words to the things that you have been processing and thinking about. Ten of Pentacles. I mean, what more is there to say, right? This period of time of sort of juggling is coming to an end. There are brand new beginnings that are starting. And the Ten of Pentacles is talking about that place that you get to where there is that finally that real sense of stability within your finances, within your possessions, within your home life. So super important that you sort of recognize it, particularly if you are still in this Two of Pentacles energy, recognize that you have succeeded, come hell or high water, of balancing these pentacles. Sometimes the only way to juggle all those balls is to allow one to drop. But in either case, you're working very hard to achieve that balance. And that is taking you to a place truly of new beginnings and fresh starts, where ideas, words, actions come together to create forward momentum. And again, taking you to that amazing place where there is a sense of security and safety. All right. And our blue, it's like turquoise, I think, but I could be wrong. Okay, so we're calling it blue. Here we go. The Knight of Swords, King of Swords, Knight of Cups, Two of Cups. Well, all right. Okay. So the Knight of Swords is about energy that moves very, very quickly. It is about your ambitions. It is about your thought processes. There is a feeling of purposeful movement forward, almost to a place where it really does feel just a little bit right on the edge of chaotic. The Knight of Swords energy is about it's connected to law. It is connected to the government. It is connected to men in uniform. The Knight of Cups brings you love proposals, romance. It brings you new beginnings and takes you to the Two of Cups, which, of course, is about, important unions, balance in a relationship, a soulmate relationship. It is sometimes about a reconciliation, sometimes about a brand new beginning. So this is sort of an interesting grouping because, it's sort of divided into swords and cups. So this is kind of talking about sort of like a period of time that you're going through where things are moving fast and they're moving forward. It feels like it is a new beginning. It is a fresh start. And it very much is somehow connected to the truth of things, because sometimes the swords simply represent the truth of a matter. But there seems to be clarity or understanding coming from the beginning of this. And it feels as if finally the ambitions you are able to start moving those ambitions forward. You are able, excuse me, you are able to, it's like feeling solid. It's like knowing your truth and knowing how to move forward with it. The Knight of Cups and the Two of Cups really do speak of happiness and a union, right? It feels like now, the Knight of Cups can also be about unrealistic romantic expectations, but it feels more like this is more about perhaps a relationship moving forward. And again, it could be a personal relationship, it could be, business relationship, etc. But there's definitely a happier energy about this. This is about emotional fulfillment. This is a sense of contentment and going forward. So there's a lot of different ways or situations, I guess, that would pertain to this. Perhaps, things have been kind of stagnant or moving very slowly, and whatever, they're about to pick up and gain some speed. There's going to be truth, clarity, and understanding about that. And it is going to clarify your thoughts as you're moving forward. The Knight of Cups and the Two of Cups are bringing you that sort of fresh beginnings, those new starts, and that happiness that is a significant part of emotional peace and stability and safety and security. It is about the emotions being positive and vibrant as you move forward. And that's what I know about that. All right. So thank you very, very much for being here today. I wish you a happy and enjoyable week. I hope that you are able to rise above challenges and enjoy your successes. Until next week, be well.